Hello everyone and welcome to my prepping for Inktober video. So this is quite a quick video today. I don't fully prep in advance. I basically get my supplies together and I put a load of stuff in a Pinterest board and I prepare my sketchbook. But that's as far as I go. This is far in advance, so we're going to go through that. So first of all, this is the sketchbook I'm using for Inktober this year, and it is the Sea White of Brighton Concertina sketchbook. It has 38, I'm reading from the label, 38 workable surfaces, and they are like double thickness pages at 2 times 140 GSM. They come with a hard carrying case and apparently are fantastic for display. So originally, what you can see here, I've taken this box, which is approximately 3 inches by 3 inches. I kind of like the size of it, and I've just used it to make a stencil to make it a lot quicker for myself to draw my boxes that I'm going to be using. Now, originally I thought this sketchbook was a lot smaller than it is, with less pages. Size, I knew what it was, but it was the pages. So I was going to do 2 panels per page, but I realised it's actually a lot bigger and I have more than enough room for a page a day, so that's what I'm doing. And then to add a little interest, I have done them so the squares go up and down on each page. I thought that would be visually interesting once everything's all complete. So I used my stencil to draw on every page. And then the way the sketchbook works, you can just flip it over. So it's essentially a folded up piece of paper. So where it says it's 2 times 140 GSM, that's because it is like you're using a folded bit of paper. I'm not sure how to explain it, but I hope you know what I mean. So I'm just going through on the other side and finishing off. Now I think, and I need to have a count up again, but I think I have drawn too many squares. I also put that square in the wrong place. I think I've done 32, but I can rub it out, not a problem. So every year I try to do something different with Inktober. The first and second year I used a multimedia sketchbook the first year. The second year and I used a watercolour sketchbook. They were both A5. And then last year I cut up paper squares and then stuck them into a black paper sketchbook. So this year, doing it different again. Originally, I thought I might make my own, but I never got around to it. So I've had this sketchbook for a long time, and I went with the concertina. Oh, and by the way, it came from a scrawler box, but I know you can buy these in Hobbycraft. So then, I'm getting some supplies now that I'm going to use. So I've got my, that's an Upcrate metal ruler. I've got a Blackwing scrawler box pencil, which is very small compared to how it started, and my trusty Derwent electric pencil sharpener. Tape that I'm going to use if I need it is the Frog Tape Painter's Tape in Delicate, and I have an edible eraser. So I couldn't decide what colour I wanted to use if I use colour. So I still haven't made my mind up whether I am going to put colour into these or whether I'm just going to go black and grey. But I have got colours prepared just in case. So originally I kind of wanted to use the Sakura Koi pens, but I don't have many of them and I would have had to have bought another 2 sets. But then I thought I would use my Arteza real brush pens instead, because I have a full set of those and I've not used them for about 2 years. Now these are different to other water-based pens. Their nib is like a paintbrush, and they are infused with the ink. They're really good. You can dip them in water, you can use them neat just like a marker, or you can put them on the page and activate them with a paintbrush from the page, or you can put them in a palette. So they are really versatile. So if I do choose colour, that's what I'm going to use. Now here, I've got my iPad. So my biggest prep thing I do is to create a Pinterest board. So I have created a Pinterest board for Inktober 2024, as you can see, and I've already put 1 image in there, which is for backpack. Now what I do with this is I go through the prompt list one at a time and I choose 1 image to serve as inspiration. Now if I choose a photograph, I may use it as a reference, or I might choose artwork. So if I use somebody else's artwork, that is purely for inspiration. I'm not copying that. So the one I've chosen is an illustration for Discover. It just really grabbed me, and I've got an idea of what I'm going to do, and it's just there basically to remind and inspire me of what I'm going to do. But my idea isn't going to look like that at all. You know, I'm not copying someone else's work. So I just go back and forth. I've got some boots there. Go back here and have a look at the list. So I've got exotic. I searched the wrong thing. I searched my own pins and didn't really get any results. Realised what I'd done and went and researched. So now I've only done this for a few. I'm going to come back later and finish it, but I will do this for every single day, and there will be one image for every day. On the day, I may collect a few more images if I need them, but ahead of Inktober it is literally just one image. So that's basically all I do. Binoculars here, so I really like this idea of the view through binoculars. Not sure if it's going to work with that size, but I see a lot of people have done this. It's a really cool idea, but if I can get it to work, I'll do it. If not, I'll think of something else. But yeah, it's just a case of getting enough images, some Star Trek stuff, and going from there, really. Now, as I get closer to Inktober, I will maybe sketch some of the ideas out. What I did last year was I did thumbnail sketches. I probably did that for about half of them. I'm not planning on doing that this year. I might scribble some ideas just in a sketchbook and then go from there, or I might just sketch out a few of the designs actually in the sketchbook itself, but we'll see. I've not decided. So I always have something to put them in. I need something quite big, so this is a bookcase. It's from Illumicrate, and I got it on eBay. And you will notice that I've forgotten something, something very important, so we'll come back to that in a minute. Here we go. Have I realised? I've not realised yet. And look at my messy desk. I have forgotten the fine liners, and I did a whole video on these, so let's get them in there. So that is how I prep 2 weeks in advance for Inktober. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will answer any questions, and until then, thank you for watching. I hope this has kind of helped you in how to prepare, and yeah, enjoy Inktober, and I'll see you in the next video.